welcome to Learning Survival Bushcraft Together. Well, I started out here in the garden the day after camping night of my last video, and went out in my garden in one of my further part of my property, dug up some kamate, sweet potatoes, and still got some tomatoes on the vine out here. Actually, this is middle of February in Florida, USA. So it has been kind of cold. The tomatoes didn't do as good as they should have, and as you can tell with the kamate, the sweet potato plants they've been in the ground for a while. The plants are dead, but I still dig some potatoes up and able to salvage some of those. So this time, this was the day after I was going to fix myself some lunch, as I described in my last video. When I had done, if you watched the last video, you know, I was camping and got a good fire started that evening, and that was the second time. This here's the third time I'm using my Ferrow-Rod, and I had some challenges in this this particular session of trying to build a fire. I actually put this fire out. It's a good flame there, and I'm going to put it out. I smothered it just now. Just got to smothering it out. You know, I was not prepared for this one. The tinder there, the dried grass, was actually not dry enough. It was dry, but I got in a hurry here and was not prepared to even fuel with the tinder. I didn't have enough tinders prepared. So this is kind of a good lesson learned. You know, for myself, I think I was getting overconfident with my Ferrow-Rod, so anyway, I've definitely, like I've told you before, I've built a lot of fires in my life, but usually just with matches and lighters. But getting used to using the Ferrow-Rod and making sure we got the striker. And this particular, my Ferrow-Rod was getting pretty raw in the middle, so I was trying to strike the very tip of it. As you can see, I was just doing outward strokes on it. So this is actually my, I guess, almost third attempt, because I cut a lot of this video out. I was having a really tough time getting a spark and getting the tinder to spark up, even with using the scrapings from the Ferrow-Rod. So again, this was a challenging fire for me. And but anyway, you know, everybody leave comments here, and there's always good ways to. Actually, I'd like to know more about Ferrow-Rod. I'm learning more on my own here. I bought me another one today, and here's another thing I wasn't prepared for. My hat flew out of my pocket, almost caught on fire there, almost landed right in the fire. So anyway, this was, again, like I said, a good challenge for me. Ran across some challenges during trying to build this fire, or at least started anyway. Once I got started, it was okay. So anyway, I didn't buy them. I dug them out of the ground, as you saw earlier, these kamates, sweet potatoes, and my tomatoes from my garden. So I'm fixing me some lunch. I got me of course I'm on my own property here, so I brought a few things with me, and I've got one of those cast iron skillets you'll see here shortly. But I cut up these potatoes, and got the fire just right. And brought some oil, some olive oil out. There's my skillet. So again, I'm just trying to get hands-on, learning skills, and I've done a lot of this my whole life, but I really enjoy it. I think, as you can tell, I'm enjoying myself. And everybody out there, you know what? If you haven't started, you know, these things, or if you have, like I've done them all my life, I'm getting more familiar with building fires. I like the idea of getting fires going without a match or a lighter, or now even a Ferrow-Rod. I want to experiment on some other ways to build fire, and of course just by doing the bow and stick method. And anyway, you'll see me doing that on future videos. And anyone else got any comments on that, advice, feel free to leave them in my comments. I'm always open to discussion and taking pointers, all of you professionals out there. So, and everybody else, you know what? If it's always good to just get out there and build a fire, or even on your camping grill, get hands-on. You know, I think a lot of us, if we've done grilling before, that's pretty simple, but build a fire. I like building fires. I love fires, but of course, exercise fire safety, right? So, and that was another thing, actually building this particular fire. The first evening went really well, but there was no wind. Today, this morning, this afternoon anyway, was a little more windy. And here's, I brought some marinated chicken and threw it in after my potatoes were done. So there's my skillet's a little big, but I love these cast iron skillets. I've got another one, a Dutch oven, the one that you can bury in the ground. It's got a lid on it and such. So I'm gonna bake me something one of these days. Bake something in the ground. But this was a really nice day. I enjoy doing stuff like this, and just you know, gives you hands-on doing the bushcraft things. So you'll see me enjoying my lunch here soon. As you can see, I got a pile of kamate sweet potatoes there, and my marinated chicken, my tomatoes that I got out of the garden. Now the skillet's super hot. I grabbed a glove over my glove and just put it out of the heat so it cool down so I can wash it later. And there's my meal. So brought me a chair, and this food was really good. But everybody, give me a like, and give me a like, subscribe to the channel here, and leave some comments. You know, share your experiences with me and with each other. And you can see this, these fresh kamates out of the ground are awesome. Of course, fresh tomatoes are great. But yeah, give us a like, subscribe to the channel, and we're in for the next session soon. And happy camping and bushcrafting, everybody. So yeah, learning survival bushcraft together, guys. And we'll see you guys soon.